Hello, Job Viewer here, and today what I got here is a special recipe. No cookbook involved, although maybe it'd be in my cookbook if I ever write one. This is a recipe from a long time ago when I was just a wee little odd job doer. And it goes like this. You got some boiling water here, and you put in some of these ramen noodles here, right? You see that? Everyone knows what it is. You put that in there. Little flavor packet, you don't. You get rid of that. Too much sodium, especially when you get older. Like now, that blows out your kidneys and stuff. But since I have a guest over tonight, I'll do 2 bricks of the ramen. Get them in there. Doesn't matter what flavor they are, because all these packets are the same. Just get whatever's on sale. Right? So, you know, being a youngster, you know, Mom had to work, and I had to stay home and make this to eat every day. Well, not every day, but you know, I'd have a salad once in a while. At least I should have. So you know how this cooks. You get it boiling, and you do it for like 3 minutes or so. The noodles are all nice and squiggly and stuff. So we're going to do it probably about 3 minutes, maybe 2, depending on how hot your water is. So let me get this part worked on. That's about it for the noodles. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat down a little bit. Turn it down there. And I'm going to take them off and strain them. You got one of these things here from 1970s or whatever. I'll strain it here and right back. Alright, so I don't even, besides strain them, I kind of give them a little wash, a little rinse just to get some extra starches off of them. And, yeah, that's about it, get the extra starches off. So, next what you do is you take your chili. Now in the old days I'd get a can, and have a can of chili, but I don't. I have this thing here today, brand X chili. And this stuff here actually has no beans, it says. So that'll be interesting. So I'm just kind of squeeze it all out here in the pot. And this for this recipe this time, this is 24 ounces. Man, that's a lot of chili. But like I said, I have a guess. So before I probably had like, you know, a can of chili, which was what, 8 ounces or something? I don't know. So lower temperature. And I'm just going to get this chili back to where it doesn't look like gelatinous, whatever it is. But as this chili starts to cook some, give it a little more heat, we're going to add the cheese in. So let's talk about cheeses. Now, you can put whatever cheese you want or have on hand. But I think my favorite was a cheddar. And so I have cubed up about 6 ounces of extra sharp cheddar for this recipe. In the old days, I don't know, I took the brick of cheese and I started cutting off parts of it and throwing it in there. So I'm going to add my cheese here that I cut earlier. And just kind of melt it on in there. So it's nice and combined. In this case, stirring it because I don't want this chili burning on the bottom of this pan. So, not too sure how long this will take. Like I said, you get in there, you reheat the chili. Most of the time the chili's already been cooked before, so you reheat it, and you melt the cheese. So I'll be back when that's done. Okay, so now we've got a nice boiling to it. I'm going to keep stirring it, make sure it doesn't burn to the bottom, scorch the pan right. And the cheese is all integrated and melted in the chili, which I've never seen this color of chili before. So this should be very interesting. Then, here comes the key part, folks. You get this thing here, I'm going to turn it down just a notch. And reintroduce your drained pasta from before, like that. And you fold it in nicely. Or a little violently, however. You want to make sure you coat it all. Now, if you've done this correctly and had the right portions, which is not what I'm having here, definitely too much chili on this thing versus before, in the good old days of yore. It's usually a lot thicker. So, real recipe is 1 can, was that 8 ounces of chili. Usually I have beans in it, so I have some kind of healthiness to it. 1 brick of the ramen. You know, the kind that you get for like a lot for little, usually. And what, 4? No, 3, maybe 2 ounces of cheddar cheese. Alright, this here is done. Now in the old days, I'm not going to do this one here because I know it's too saucy, it would stick to the sides of the pan. I could literally kind of flip it over real quick and it wouldn't fall out and make a mess. Like I said, this here is almost that consistency. I could probably throw a little more cheese, but this is already a kidney bomb, a heart attack waiting to happen. So if you try this, comment down below on, you know, what kind of combination you use. Like I said, it's only 3 ingredients, you know, not clean the water. So, ramen noodles from the package, and you know which kind I'm talking about. Chili from a can, whatever flavor hits your boat, and whatever cheese you want, but I usually do cheddar. So, if you think it looks like a can of barf here, you can say that too, whatever. Anyways, supper is served, and I'm gonna go eat. And I'll give a little recap afterwards to see what we all thought about this. Alright, so a little bit about this here. What can I say? Me and my guest both, well, I finished my plate, let's just say that. And, okay. I was kind of worried about it going into this, but either I don't remember it being as good, or maybe it was better as a child, in my childhood when I was poor and hungry, versus now when I'm old and hungry. Or maybe it's just the chili plays a big part in this. And that chili I have never used before. I'm not going to name any names. Maybe you guys seen it, who knows. But one thing that chili was just all chili, no beans. And I think what I used to have back in the old days, they had some beans in it, like I said before, some fiber, some goodness for you. And of course the chili I had back then, I get it at stores, and it's off the shelf, it's in a can, and you know what, they still sell it today, so it's still out there. So, what I'm going to say is, you should try it, especially if you like these 3 ingredients. Just don't try with this particular chili. And, voila, magnifique. Finest cuisine. Let's face it, this is grub right here. But, rib sticking goodness. And, this would really charge me up to do something. But, right now, it's going to be drinking plenty of bottles of water to wash all that salt out through my kidneys, I'm sure. Like I said, you know, experiment with it. And like I said, this is my recipe. But, once you change almost ingredients, change an ingredient, you change an amount of an ingredient to something, and all of a sudden, poof, it's a different recipe. So, experiment, try it out, see what you say. If you like this particular one, great, give it a thumbs up. If not, thumbs up anyways, right? No. And I might have other recipes of my own doing. This is my second one I can think of, but this is actually my oldest one I can think of. There's another one I did before, but back in the old days of school, but I'm not going to do that anymore because I don't eat that at all. So, yeah, odd job doer. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and thanks for watching. Time for dishes.